Good evening. High School Sports Live in partnership with Fox 43 News is proud to telecast tonight's Middletown Raiders versus McDevitt Crusaders wrestling match right here in Middletown, Pennsylvania. This match is being brought to you by the Pennsylvania Housing Finance Agency and Select Medical. Good evening. I'm Gary Sutton, and alongside me is George Hartwick, the legendary wrestler, referee, commentator, our own Dauphin County commissioner, an all-around swell guy. And we're also going to have a little special guest appearance by Brian Ortenzio, a former Bishop McDevitt wrestler, also a U of Penn, and he's going to be with us tonight as well. But an interesting match of this evening as we get our wrestling season underway here, George. You look at this Middletown team coming in 1-0, or make that 5-3 rather. On the other side, you have a Bishop McDevitt team that's 1-0, but they finished 4th in the Cumberland Valley Kickoff Tournament. They finished 13th in a Powerade tournament, and so they've got some experience coming in here tonight. A lot of young wrestlers on both sides here this evening.
Look, it's always exciting wrestling season back. I know we got a late start this year, but we're bringing you a great match tonight. What I've seen already is a really, really top quality lineup from the middleweights down to about 171 or so, 189 of McDevitt. I think the one thing I'm also impressed with is Middletown has a full lineup. It's always good to see that we've got major participation. We're in a place where it's not unfamiliar to Mike Nauman, the coach of Bishop McDevitt. He coached here for about 10 years. I know he also has a club in the Middletown area. He's a Stilton resident, but I know he has a great deal of history here. So I think there's always an extra oomph when you return back to your old territory to ensure that you could say, you guys should have thought twice before you decided I wasn't the coach here in Middletown. So.
Look at Middletown right now, and it's a hot program, up and coming, and ready to do the job here tonight as well.
Absolutely. I think Middletown has done a great job of recruiting. New coach Seth Decker has done a great job of filling up a lineup, and I think I've seen some young kids with decent records that seem like a solid core for a really good program to start to build.
13 great matches here tonight. We're going to bring it to you all live here on High School Sports Live TV. Coming up next on Fox 43.2.
All across Pennsylvania, families are living their lives in their own homes. Not long ago, none of these families believed it possible. And then they discovered there was someone who could help. What was once only a dream is now a reality. Welcome home.
Select Physical Therapy, a leading provider of physical therapy and sports medicine throughout central Pennsylvania. Whether recovery from an injury or setting a peak performance goal, our highly certified therapists and athletic trainers will help get you there. Visit selectphysicaltherapy.com to schedule an appointment or complimentary consultation. We wish all athletes, coaches, and teams a great season.
More choices, more laughter, more time to play, and less need to worry. At Capital Blue Cross, we're driven by a simple goal: to go the extra mile for you through all of life's ups and downs, and to always be there when you need us. Capital Blue Cross, going the extra mile for you.
Lock it up at Hoffman Ford. Only Hoffman Ford offers 2 years maintenance included with any new 2023 Ford car, truck, or SUV order. Plus, lock in Ford's lowest APR rate today. Get 2 years maintenance included exclusively at Hoffman Ford. Why would you order from anywhere else? Who has your best deal on a new Ford?
Hoffman has it.
Hoffman Ford, just what you're looking for. Hoffman has it.
In the dynamic world of construction, Groff Tractor and Equipment stands as your trusted John Deere and Workin' dealer. With our extensive range of construction sales and rentals, we provide the equipment you need to tackle any project. But our commitment doesn't stop there. Our comprehensive parts and service departments are there to make sure your equipment is operating at its best, minimizing downtime and maximizing productivity. Our dedicated technicians ensure your equipment operates at peak performance. Our technician internship opportunities provide a pathway to a successful career. Learn from skilled professionals and grow with us. Trust, reliability, and exceptional service. That's Groff Tractor and Equipment. Stop by, give us a call, or visit our website today for more information. Groff Tractor and Equipment, your #1 source for everything under construction.
Do you want to answer that?
Nah, I'd never with a kid in the car.
It's okay. I'm not here. I'm there.
Today's professional skill tip, I will be teaching the offensive jab step, where a player catches the ball and aggressively pivots facing the basket while jabbing into a shooting position. The jab is meant to create momentum into a game speed shot to set up a player with a fake and a long step toward the basket. The jab should be quick and the second step long enough to step past the defender. This move should be practiced going right and left. Repetition will create a quicker step over time. The jab step is a key fundamental every player will learn in my classes.
From Times Square to your local community, from local sports to international conventions, Invika has changed the broadcast and video landscape, bringing professional quality and service to organizations across the globe. Through professional, college level, and local sports, festivals, competitions, parades, and telethons, conferences, and commercials, Invika is bringing the power of video to more people and markets than ever before. Have a project you need covered? Check out our website for more information. Invika, providing affordable HD video solutions. Select Physical Therapy, a leading provider of physical therapy and sports medicine throughout central Pennsylvania. Whether recovery from an injury or setting a peak performance goal, our highly certified therapists and athletic trainers will help get you there. Visit selectphysicaltherapy.com to schedule an appointment or complimentary consultation. We wish all athletes, coaches, and teams a great season.
More choices. More laughter. More time to play. And less need to worry. At Capital Blue Cross, we're driven by a simple goal: to go the extra mile for you through all of life's ups and downs, and to always be there when you need us. Capital Blue Cross, going the extra mile for you.
Lock it up at Hoffman Ford. Only Hoffman Ford offers 2 years maintenance included with any new 2023 Ford car, truck, or SUV order. Plus, lock in Ford's lowest APR rate today. Get 2 years maintenance included exclusively at Hoffman Ford. Why would you order from anywhere else? Who has your best deal on a new Ford?
Hoffman has it. Hoffman Ford, just what you're looking for. Hoffman has it.
And welcome back to the Blue Raiders home here in Middletown, Pennsylvania. We're getting ready here in just a few moments for the beginning of the varsity match tonight. In wrestling, it's going to be McDevitt here at Middletown tonight. McDevitt comes into this match tonight 1-0, but they have wrestled in some pretty good competition so far at the Powerade on December 29th and 30th at Cannon McMillan High School, where they finished 13th. Also, they started the season at Cumberland Valley High School, where they finished a surprising 4th for a lot of people. And then they beat Trinity on December 21st at Trinity 46-27. On the other side, when you're looking here at this Middletown team, they started the season at Susquehanna Township with a 55-11 win, lost to Tough Biglerville 48-24, and then beat Milton Hershey 36-28 on the 14th. And then they went to the SmackDown duels at Hanover High School, where they beat Schuylkill Valley 48-30. Kennerdale, they lost 46-25, and they lost to DeLone 42-36, but came back with 2 victories, 45-29 over West York, 45-27 over Susquehannock, and then a 6th place in the Newport Holiday Tournament on December 30th at Newport High School. So both these teams coming in with some pretty good records right now and some pretty good experience to start this early season.
Yeah, and I will tell you that I'm impressed both by Middletown's level of lineup, the number of kids they got on the sideline. And I remember in high school we always had challenges with Middletown and Stilton filling out all the weights. That's certainly not a problem for Middletown right now. I see multiple kids that are able to back up in each one of these spots and a full lineup. And quite frankly, one of the nicer gyms here in Dauphin County. I mean, this whole high school and facility has been built in a way that I think makes sports events exciting. Last night was an exciting basketball game, and I know Middletown has a good basketball team, but they were beat by the Steel High Rollers last night, 65-60. But we're here tonight to talk wrestling. Obviously, two great teams. It may be a little bit difficult to distinguish by the colors of the uniform, but we know that McDevitt has had, under Coach Nauman, a really, really good track record. Last year, Riley Robel, a state champion. They've had multiple state champions, I think. This year, Camden Baum is actually ranked #1 in the Commonwealth. They've got some kids that have competed and placed in Power 8 and high-level tournaments. There's a expectation for a high level of success for McDevitt, and I think Middletown is proving that they can refill a lineup and to prove to be very competitive. So I'm excited to see this matchup tonight.
Yeah, Coach Seth Decker has a lot of excitement going on around here right now, and very happy about that. You talk about Camden Baum coming in tonight, 11-1 on the season. He won at that Cumberland Valley tournament that we talked about, so an outstanding record there. The other thing that's outstanding about these two programs, when you look up and down the lineup tonight, out of the 26 matches, guess what? There's only one senior. 26 players, one senior in here tonight, 26 wrestlers, one senior. So that talks about the youth in these programs getting going, and I think that really speaks well of both these talented programs coming in.
It makes it for exciting future and exciting matchups between McDevitt and Middletown. And I will tell you, McDevitt lost a lot with seniors, and they also had a late start with the football season with a late run that they made in the regular season. So I think they purposely started a little bit late, but they wrestled some high-level tournaments. And I think early on, if you get against that level competition, it only makes you better down the stretch. So again, exciting times, exciting early season matchup, and I'm really excited what both these teams are bringing and where they're going to be able to fare out in the division.
Yeah, both of them are doing some JV matches right now and having a good time getting out there and showing off what they can do. But there you see Mike Nauman. You talked about him, longtime coach here at Middletown, now at Bishop McDevitt. And you talk about a guy that knows what he's doing. There's a man right there with a lot of experience.
Yeah, you got kids that were great wrestlers. I know he has the Nauman Wrestling Club. And you know, if I don't mention Steelton multiple times in a broadcast, there'll be problems. But also a Steel High graduate.
There you go.
And I believe it was the mid-'70s, and he was a good wrestler in his own right.
He's got that tough Steel High look, too, doesn't he?
Yeah, Mike can stare you down. I know I was an official. I was out there many days where he was on the sidelines coaching, and you know, there's a theme with wrestling. Like, we might fight like hell amongst each other, but no one messes with us. But he was never easy to officiate for. Not only was he clear in his assertion for his team, he didn't take much crap.
Yep, and so we're getting ready here to start the varsity match in just a few moments. We're going to take a quick break. We'll come back and get closer to getting a start right here on High School Sports Live TV. It's a wrestling match tonight between Bishop McDevitt and Middletown, all here on Fox 43.2.
In the dynamic world of construction, Groff Tractor and Equipment stands as your trusted John Deere and working dealer. With our extensive range of construction sales and rentals, we provide the equipment you need to tackle any project. But our commitment doesn't stop there. Our comprehensive parts and service departments are there to make sure your equipment is operating at its best, minimizing downtime and maximizing productivity. Our dedicated technicians ensure your equipment operates at peak performance. Our technician internship opportunities provide a pathway to a successful career. Learn from skilled professionals and grow with us. Trust, reliability, and exceptional service. That's Groff Tractor and Equipment. Stop by, give us a call, or visit our website today for more information. Groff Tractor and Equipment, your #1 source for everything under construction.
The Jack Giambalvo family of dealerships. We have millions of dollars in new and pre-owned inventory across 8 brands in 5 locations. Buick GMC, Hyundai, Mazda, Stettler Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram, and Giambalvo Hyundai of Hanover. And we want to thank the local community for voting us the 2023 Official Community's Choice Award Best of York and Hanover winner in 5 different categories. Come out today and find out why your friends and neighbors voted Giambalvo #1. The Jack Giambalvo family of dealerships. 5 great locations. Online at giambalvo.com.
More choices, more laughter, more time to play, and less need to worry. At Capital Blue Cross, we're driven by a simple goal: to go the extra mile for you through all of life's ups and downs, and to always be there when you need us. Capital Blue Cross, going the extra mile for you.
Lock it up at Hoffman Ford. Only Hoffman Ford offers 2 years maintenance included with any new 2023 Ford car, truck, or SUV order. Plus, lock in Ford's lowest APR rate today. Get 2 years maintenance included exclusively at Hoffman Ford. Why would you order from anywhere else? Who has your best deal on a new Ford?
Hoffman has it. Hoffman Ford, just what you're looking for. Hoffman has it.
All across Pennsylvania, families are living their lives in their own homes. Not long ago, none of these families believed it possible. And then they discovered there was someone who could help. What was once only a dream is now a reality. Welcome home.
Do you want to answer that?
Nah, I'd never with a kid in the car.
It's okay. I'm not here. I'm there.
From Times Square to your local community, from local sports to international conventions, Invika has changed the broadcast and video landscape, bringing professional quality and service to organizations across the globe. Through professional, college level, and local sports, festivals, competitions, parades, and telethons, conferences, and commercials, Invika is bringing the power of video to more people and markets than ever before. Have a project you need covered? Check out our website for more information. Invika, providing affordable HD video solutions. Select Physical Therapy, a leading provider of physical therapy and sports medicine throughout central Pennsylvania. Whether recovery from an injury or setting a peak performance goal, our highly certified therapists and athletic trainers will help get you there. Visit selectphysicaltherapy.com to schedule an appointment or complimentary consultation. We wish all athletes, coaches, and teams a great season.
So a while back, I thought to myself, I'm never going to own a home. I'm going to have to rent forever. I didn't have money for a down payment. I had no credit history, and I just got out of a divorce. But PHFA showed me that homeownership is possible. They offer me a low-interest mortgage and a way to manage the closing cost. To me, this is more than just my home. It's a huge accomplishment and a new chapter in my life, thanks to PHFA.
And welcome back to Middletown High School, where we're getting ready to get started here. The Blue Raiders and the Crusaders here tonight. McDevitt against Middletown on a bright blue mat here with a beautiful gold inside there. And both teams, blue and white, one a little lighter than the other one here, but it's going to be an interesting match here. We're starting at 2:15 here tonight, George Hartwick, and looking forward to getting this one underway. I
certainly am. And for those of you who don't know wrestling, there is a coin flip in the beginning of the match. The coin either determines there's a red or a green coin. Depending upon who wins the coin toss, they get to select the odd or even matches. And at those times, whatever you select, whether it's odd or even, those are the individual wrestlers from those teams that get the selection at the beginning of the second period. And you also have a requirement to send your wrestlers out during those matches.
Well, we're getting ready to start here with the 2:15 match, and we're going to find out who we have right away.
I think it's going to be Edward Serrano and Lucas Lawler.
Edward Serrano and Lucas Lawler, and our first match being brought to you by PHFA, Pennsylvania Housing Finance Agency, our main sponsor tonight, and we're ready to get this one underway.
Lucas Lawler straight out with a double leg. Again, Lucas Lawler with a record of 7-2, 34-10 last year. I think he took 7th in Powerade, is a really, really good quality, high-ranked wrestler in the state of Pennsylvania, going against Edward Serrano here at 2:15. Again, nice fake slide takedown. He's playing the leave him up, take him down game.
Edward Serrano 3-8 this year, 2-21 last year, so improving this year already.
Another takedown. I think that makes it 8-3. It's actually Devin O'Rourke who's here at 215. Serrano is going to be going at 189, so let me stand corrected. It's Devin Merritt O'Rourke here at 215, and right now, looks like Lucas Lawler has him in a cradle, pin, over 52 seconds in the first period, a fall, leading 10-4 is Lucas Lawler.
So 10 points up on the board very quickly for Bishop McDevitt. And we'll go right to break. We'll be back with match number 2 right after this on Fox 43.2.
So a while back, I thought to myself, I'm never going to own a home. I'm going to have to rent forever. I didn't have money for a down payment. I had no credit history, and I just got out of a divorce. But PHFA showed me that home ownership is possible. They offer me a low-interest mortgage and a way to manage the closing cost. To me, this is more than just my home. It's a huge accomplishment and a new chapter in my life, thanks to PHFA.
We head to the 285 match being brought to you by Select Medical on this one.
Actually, this is 285. It is Joseph Gassert versus Jack Dawson. Joseph Gassert versus Jack Dawson. Gassert in the Middletown uniform. Dawson, a McDevitt Crusader. Both guys filling each other out at the moment.
Gassett from Middletown with a record of 9-3, was 25-12 last year, 10-21 the year before. On the other side, Dawson with a record of 0-1 this year so far.
Push him out. Both guys still feeling each other out a little bit. No takedowns, no scoring. 1 minute goes by at the end of the beginning of the first period here. Tie score is still 0-0.
You find that these bigger weights here, the guys with a little bit more stand-up type wrestling?
Well, we used to always have something that we call it whenever the heavyweight. Heavyweights over the years, obviously. A knockout. So very similarly in heavyweight matches, you don't want to get trapped underneath with a shot with a bigger. It usually ends up in a big finish.
Gassert, a junior for Middletown, and on the other side you have Dawson, who is only a sophomore.
Again, indicative of the young nature of both teams.
The first period is history.
0-0, no score. In this case, Middletown had the choice. They deferred to McDevitt. Dawson selects the defensive position to begin the second period. Gassert getting on top. Clean start.
Dawson looking for an escape and gets it.
Gets it quick. That could be important in a heavyweight match too. First point scored could mean something as it relates to the overtime choices.
Dawson using a lot of feints to the head there.
You got to be careful. You can fake to the head. Again, we talked about heavyweights not doing much. Gassert has a tight side grip here and lock. Going out of bounds. That's helpful to Dawson, but he is warned for stalling as they go out of bounds. First warning. Second warning results in a point.
So Gassert certainly pushing the match here a little bit in the second period. Talk a little bit about length here, George, and maybe the advantage that length has sometimes here in these heavyweight matches.
I think length has a distinct advantage for all wrestling. I remember. period, taking a 2-1 lead as they go out of bounds.
Gassert has been the aggressor this whole period so far.
With not a whole lot to show for it yet.
No.
But it was clearly an aggressor. He has one stalling warning against Dawson. And again, if he continues to promote the action, I suspect we'll see more.
Dawson's only point so far has been an escape to start the period.
Yep.
33 seconds left in this second period.
All right, you'll hear this from me a million times. You can't wrestle with your head on the mat. And again, you get it caught there. Not much to do, but it looks like he's going to be able to put him away here. But his position, pin for Joseph Gassert with 22 seconds remaining in the second period. As you say, there may not be a lot of action for the heavyweights, but when they finish, it's usually exciting.
Gassert now moves to 10-3 on the season with that win. So we'll take a break. We'll come right back with match number 3 up next on High School Sports Live TV.
Select Physical Therapy, a leading provider of physical therapy and sports medicine throughout central Pennsylvania. Whether recovery from an injury or setting a peak performance goal, our highly certified therapists and athletic trainers will help get you there. Visit selectphysicaltherapy.com to schedule an appointment or complimentary consultation. We wish all athletes, coaches, and teams a great season.
Our next match is the 107 match brought to you by Hoffman Ford.
Looks like Gabriel Rivera from Middletown going up against Blake Clipp. Blake Clipp from a sophomore from Bishop McDevitt.
Gabriel Rivera 2-3 on the season, and Blake Clipp
4-4.
4-4 for the season. He was 16-11 last year. He's only a sophomore. Rivera, a sophomore as well. So again, the youth movement here we're watching tonight is really in play.
Yep, 2 sophomores going at it. Usually the case in the lighter weights. It's hard to remain 107 pounds for long.
Exactly.
Up. Still trapped the arm, another 2. Goes up 4-2. Minute to go at the end of the first period.
As you look at the progression of the moves right here, George, what are you looking to try to do here, obviously?
Well, I mean, from the neutral position, it's a critical place to be able to actually move a guy to the positions you need to. As you saw Blake Clipp, he's going from one side to the other. Now he's got a cross wrist tilt he's trying to place on. But ultimately, from your feet, you've got to be able to work angles, figure out a way to attack the legs. And in these cases, the misdirection and the swinging from side to side, he's been able to earn 3 quick takedowns.
And he's up 6-2 right now as a result of that.
So another cross wrist tilt brings him over, sees if he can trap him here for a couple of counts. Unable to do that. Again, now he's got more of a tilt situation where he's got an arm bar, trying to get to the other arm, trying to push it over, and is actually able to do it. Takes him over and is going to earn 3 back points. Actually, and a quick fall. How's his arm? That was quick. 6.9 seconds remaining in the end of the first period. Pin Blake Clipp over Gabe Rivera.
Blake Clipp moves to 5-4 in the year, and it's been all pins so far. We'll take a quick break. We'll come back with match number 4 right after this.
Lock it up at Hoffman Ford. Only Hoffman Ford offers 2 years maintenance included with any new 2023 Ford car, truck, or SUV order. Plus, lock in Ford's lowest APR rate today. Get 2 years maintenance included exclusively at Hoffman Ford. Why would you order from anywhere else? Who has your best deal on a new Ford?
Hoffman has it.
Hoffman Ford, just what you're looking for. Hoffman has it.
And our next match is brought to you by the Pennsylvania Housing Finance Agency, celebrating 50 years. And we are looking now at the 114 match. It's Kalen Geeter against Zane Krause.
Caden Geeter, yep, Zane Krause.
Caden Geeter 5-3. He's a freshman on the year, and also Krause a freshman. He's 6-4.
Yep, both freshmen again. The youth movement is alive. First takedown, Caden Geeter. Earns 2 towards the edge. Actually, no, that's not Caden Geeter. That is Zane Krause earning the first 2.
Two freshmen getting out of here, 1:16 to go in the first period. Talk a little bit about the leg movement here then, George, and what we're seeing in this match. A lot more leg movement that we've seen so far.
Yep, and again, I need to make a correction. We just got it from the table. It's Noah Schreffler. Noah Schreffler has bumped up from 107 to 114 versus Zane Krause. Those are the two wrestlers we have in front of us.
And Schreffler on the season is at 0-0. It's his first match that he has wrestled.
Actually, one neutral, 7-1. Krause again in on a double, easy takedown, 9-1. But must have been an issue here at 114 where they wanted to get a better matchup at an upper weight. So we've got Zane Krause now with a fall. 22 seconds remaining in the first period. Again, another 6 points for McDevitt, extending their lead from 18 to 6 at 114.
Okay, we'll take a break. We'll come right back with a 121 match right after this.
All across Pennsylvania, families are living their lives in their own homes. Not long ago, none of these families believed it possible. And then they discovered there was someone who could help. What was once only a dream is now a reality. Welcome home.
And welcome back. And this match sponsored by Groff Tractor and Equipment. We're in the 121 weight category. And who do we have, George?
Cyrus Valerio versus Grayson Musick.
Cyrus Valerio and Grayson Musick.
Valerio with a nice inside trip. Musick with a response. Still 0-0.
Another freshman there with Musick, 8-4 on the season for Valerio. He's a sophomore, 10-2 this year, 13-10 last year.
Appears Musick has the first early takedown, now attempting a tilt. Got two near fall, extends his lead to 4-0. A lift and a return.
Musick obviously driving the action here in this period, 1:13 to go in the first period.
I mean, obviously when you got a Valerio with a record like that, you'd expect a tight matchup, but so far it's been all Musick as a freshman.
So Musick pushing the action here so far.
Going for a one-on-one underneath. Trying to tie up the arms and the wrists. Needs to work to the side if he's going to work a tilt. Again, cross wrist tilt, trying to take him over. Traps him there, not for a count, however. Then brings him over again. Rolls through, may be able to get something here. 1, 2, referee's got a 2-3 count. 4, 5, maybe earn 3 near fall from what I see. Got to let it go. 3 near fall, extending the lead to 7-0.
So Musick in control here in the first period with 19 seconds to go.
He's racking up the points, trying to work a cross-face cradle here. Blocks the knee. Now another breakdown. Heading out of bounds, still with a 7-0 lead at 7 seconds to go remaining in the first period.
Again, Musick at 8-4 coming into this match, and 10-2 on the other side for Valerio. So Musick certainly controlling the action thus far.
Looks good. I mean, these freshmen are coming out tough for McDevitt, aren't they? They look good.
Really are.
Now takes an armbar, tries to bring him back for another tilt. Actually gets the 2 count. It makes it 9-0 at the end of the first period. A lot of points scored there in the first.
9-0 first period. Grayson Musick, the freshman, pushing his sophomore partner over there, Cyrus Valerio, with a 9-0 lead as we head into period number 2. Watching all the sports tonight on High School Sports Live TV. Our Invicta crew here at work this evening.
So the selection was made there by Valerio to select the defensive position. I don't know if that was such a great idea. Musick turned him 2 or 3 times in that period, and it looks like he's heading for more back points here. So looks like 3 more, make it 12. 12-0. One more swing there with a 5-pointer will earn him a technical fall. Technical falls, for those of you at home don't know, are 5 team points. A fall where somebody's pinned on the scapula for 2 seconds earns you 16 points. But in this case, when you extend your lead by 15 points, that will earn 5 points. He only got 2 there instead of 3, so it's a 14-point lead. Needs one more score here to be able to end the match.
So 14-0 right now as Music has been in total control from start to finish here so far with 1:15 to go in the second period. Grayson Music's team already up 18-6 so far in this one.
Breaking it back down easily. Again, not a whole lot from Valerio here. Not getting his head off the mat, not putting 1 and 2 moves together. And Music taking advantage of hanging arms and using these tilts well. Again, another 2 count will earn him the victory.
Music working hard at that left arm right now.
Another cross wrist tilt. 1, 2, this is it. Unless he pins him, it'll be a technical fall. There we go. Match over.
So a technical fall as Grayson Music wins. He goes to 9-4 on the season with that win, and with that win, it moves the score up. We'll take a quick break. We'll come back with our next match right after this.
Groff Tractor is your full-line equipment dealer representing Case Construction and many other leading brands, serving the total sales, rentals, parts, and service needs of its customers. Groff Tractor paves the way for your project from start to finish. With 6 locations, Groff Tractor is always nearby your equipment needs. Groff Tractor also offers scheduled maintenance along with 24/7 emergency service. Groff Tractor is your #1 source for everything under construction.
And welcome back to our next match here. The 127 with Select Medical Physical Therapy sponsoring this one, and it is underway. And our 2 wrestlers in this match.
So we've got Karate, Enzo Karate versus, you said Camden Baum or Ryan Lawler. Ryan Lawler.
It's Liam Lawler.
It's Liam?
Yep.
I'm sorry, Liam Lawler. Yep.
Liam Lawler 4-4 on the season, a sophomore for McDevitt. Was 25-18 last season. And on the other side, Enzo Karate 1-0 this season. He's a junior. 2-2 last season, 6-12 2 years ago. And so these 2 are at it right now here on the mat at 127.
I usually say this when I'm watching Central Dauphin Wrestling, but it appears that McDevitt Wrestling is employing the same tactic. I must have said cross wrist tilt now 5 or 6 times, where again, cross wrist tilt to a quick pin there makes it very quick. Actually, in 57 seconds of the first period, McDevitt extends her lead to 29-6 over Middletown at 127.
We'll take a break. We'll come back for our 133 match right after this on High School Sports Live TV.
Select Physical Therapy, a leading provider of physical therapy and sports medicine throughout central Pennsylvania. Whether recovery from an injury or setting a peak performance goal, our highly certified therapists and athletic trainers will help get you there. Visit selectphysicaltherapy.com to schedule an appointment or complimentary consultation. We wish all athletes, coaches, and teams a great season.
Our next match brought to you by Jack Giambalvo, family of dealerships. It's a 133 match. And who do we have here, George?
We have Joshua Tlumach. If we get this wrong, please forgive us, but I was told Joshua Tlumach versus Camden Baum.
Camden Baum is the outstanding guy here, #1 in the state for Bishop McDevitt. He's 11-1 so far this season. Won at Cumberland Valley in the opening kickoff tournament. Jonathan Tlumach is 3-2 on the season. He's a sophomore. Baum on the other side is a sophomore as well. So the 2 of them getting out of the gate here. Baum right away pushing the action, 2-0. 1:20 to go here in the first period. I think Coach Mike Nauman called him his stud.
There's no doubt. And what I understood is he lost to an individual from Malvern Prep who's nationally ranked in the semifinals of Powerade, but came back to beat the #1 ranked kid in the state of Pennsylvania to earn that ranking himself. So I believe Camden Baum is now #1 rated in the state of Pennsylvania with that victory for 3rd place in Powerade.
Looking at a guy you might see wrestling in Giants Center at the end of the season.
I would say it may not be might. It's probably definitely, God willing, as long as he doesn't get injured.
Right. What do you see with him so far here, George?
I think he's been kind of quiet and methodical. I've not seen him pressing a whole lot. And sometimes when you're a high-quality wrestler, you look for some good minutes against decent kids because sometimes you don't get those minutes and the ability to wrestle out in a dual meet situation as much as you'd like. So I think he's probably feeling himself a little bit out on the mat, trying to work on got obviously a front headlock here, not leaving much to the excitement, but just securing it, getting himself in the right position, not putting himself out of position. And I don't see him getting in any trouble, but it doesn't look like he's in any hurry to pin him either.
Kind of a workman-like effort so far.
So far.
8-1 he leads. And again, he's been in control from start to finish. 29-6 so far. Bishop McDevitt leading in this match.
Cross wrist tilt again. Out of bounds.
3.7 seconds left in this period. So Tulumach is going to be underneath here.
Do we have a record for Tulumach?
For Tulumach, 3-2 on the season.
Got it.
And of course, on the other side, for Baum, just that one loss, as you said, to a guy ranked nationally.
So in the second period, Baum gets a choice. He selects the defensive position. Stays in tight, easily escapes. Makes it 9-1.
Goes from the legs there nicely, very quick.
Yeah, he doesn't put himself out of bad position. He's going to play the take him down, let him up game. It's one again. As you can see, you're always moving the guy. You see that? You move him towards you, and then you snap his head down and go for the far ankle pick. Perfect setups. Good finishes. And again, snap down, just a throw by. I mean, you don't very often see that happening, but
he's got him in a really good hold right here.
It's going to be it right here. This is it. Technical fall.
There you have it, 15-3 and technical fall, and Camden Baum improves to 12-1 on the season with that 5-point win, and the train continues here for Bishop McDevitt. We'll take a break. We'll come right back. 1:39 up next here on High School Sports Live TV.
The Jack Giambalvo family of dealerships. We have millions of dollars in new and pre-owned inventory across 8 brands in 5 locations. Buick GMC, Hyundai, Mazda, Stettler Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram, and Giambalvo Hyundai of Hanover. And we want to thank the local community for voting us the 2023 Official Community's Choice Award Best of York and Hanover winner in 5 different categories. Come out today and find out why your friends and neighbors voted Giambalvo #1. The Jack Giambalvo family of dealerships. 5 great locations. Online at giambalvo.com.
And welcome back to our 139 match, sponsored by Capital Blue Cross. And we have on the floor, or on the mat right now,
Gino Karate from Middletown, and we've got Easton Comp from Bishop McDevitt.
Gino Karate, a junior, 9-2 on the season, 14-12 last year, 13-15 the year before. And Easton Comp, at 7-4 so far this season, was 22-15 last year.
Experienced wrestler, but again, it looks like right away, Easton Comp coming out with a quick takedown and tilt.
Easton Comp only a sophomore here for the Crusaders. 4-0 right away, 1:23 to go here in this period.
He's using that wrist, trapping the arm. Now looks, I'm going to say it again, cross wrist tilt attempt. I mean, they really have perfected this here at McDevitt right now. You can score a lot of points quick. I've watched Central Dauphin win state championships with great wrestlers, of course, but a cross wrist tilt.
Gino Karate, one of 4 brothers on this team for Middletown. So if you call out Karate, someone's going to come running.
No doubt. Although during wrestling season, it might not be problems at the dinner table for the Karates.
There you go. Gino, Enzo, Dominic, and Adrian.
You've got Easton Comp now with a bar arm here. He's searching for that far arm. Once he gets it, let it go. Again, he needs the far wrist to be able to start to run it. Not able to get it positioned very well and not able to capture the far arm. Now actually going to use it in a tilt situation. Another cross wrist tilt situation, and actually has the arm barred in there, which allows you a little bit more control. Now he's running the bar over the top, able to run it. Karate actually pushed through, did get 2, 3, 4, 5 count, so he's earned 3. He needs to settle back down on this now. 8 seconds to go, working against the clock, switches to a half, trying to bury his chest back, but I think he's going to run out of time. Good fight by Karate, great move by Easton Comp.
And there you have the end of the first period, and Comp and Karate going at it. 7 points on the board right now for Easton Comp.
Comp has the option of selecting position in the next period. He selects the defensive position. Karate now gets on top. Good start. Oh, great Peterson roll quickly. Great reversal for 2. And now has a far leg trapped. Actually has legs in above the knee, which really almost cripples the bottom guy. It's tough to move from that spot. I should say immobilizes.
Talk a little bit about coaching each day and, you know, what you learn from each of these matches, George.
You know, wrestling probably more unlike other sports. You know, you got to build yourself up in great conditions.
Right.
So that's got to be a constant part of wrestling. I remember when you leave football season, you come to wrestling, you ended up throwing up and going through it. It's just a whole different level of competition. And then obviously repetition. The idea that when you're in these positions, it becomes a natural response, not a thought-through response. So almost invariably, you have developed the muscle memory to be able to do the things that you know you're able to execute and to respond in a way that doesn't cause you to think, but your reactions cause you to actually be in a position to score.
Talk about watching film, because I know in basketball we do a lot of film watching, but in wrestling I would think it's even more intense because it's a one-on-one factor out there.
It is, and you learn tendencies of other guys, but you ultimately want to figure out what you can control. I think one of the things about wrestling is you need to know the tendencies of the other guys and some of the things that he may use, but ultimately you want to set the guy up. You want to control the action. You want to put him in the positions you need to shoot and score. So, you know, understanding tendencies are important, but ensuring that you retain control and you're in control of the match is something you continually work on as well.
Well, Easton Comp is definitely in control of this match so far. 12-0 here with 16 seconds to go in the second period. From start to finish thus far, it's been Easton Comp.
You got to be careful here. Got that trap kind of high. Neither guy doing much. 2 near fall. Again, 2 more points to put in a technical fall to extend McDevitt's lead to 39-6.
So 14-0 right now.
And again, we're talking about a quick Peterson there. You trap that wrist, you go and swing the leg. That's a classic Peterson reversal.
So you get the escape. First point on the board now for
Karate.
Enzo Karate, yep. I
think if we say Karate, we've got a pretty good chance of actually winning. That's going to do it there. Extending the lead to 16-1, 39-6 for McDevitt. They are really pulling away.
39-6. We'll take a break. We'll come back with our 145 match next here on High School Sports Live TV.
More choices. More laughter. More time to play. And less need to worry. At Capital Blue Cross, we're driven by a simple goal: to go the extra mile for you through all of life's ups and downs, and to always be there when you need us. Capital Blue Cross, going the extra mile for you.
Our 9th match of the night, it's at 145, brought to you by Select Physical Therapy, Select Medical, and our 2 wrestlers are?
It looks like we've got Jonathan Tulumach and Ryan Lawler.
Jonathan Tulumach with a 3-2 record, a sophomore, and Ryan Lawler.
You better not blink. Oh, that was close. I think you wanted him to let him up here to ensure he got a little bit more action in.
Well, Lawler 9-3 on the season, 38-9 last year, 32-9 the year before. He's a junior.
He's a real tough kid.
He also won over at the Cumberland Valley kickoff tournament at the beginning of the year, and so he's got some serious credentials.
Yep, looks good. You know, very confident.
Very strong-looking kid.
Yep. Also, nice single leg switch to a double. That was textbook.
Up 7-2 right now here in the first period with 1:06 to go.
Actually, 9-2 already.
Yeah, I blinked.
Yeah, he got a quick 5-pointer there in the beginning. Now 9-3.
Lawler, a 79-21 record at his school in his 3 years of wrestling.
Another 2. 11-3. 43 seconds remaining in the first period.
So Lawler over to Lumatz here so far. 11-3 with 39 seconds to go. As he continues to drive the match up to 13-4 now. As this man stuck there on the side for the moment, 15-4. Looking perhaps a technical fall here with one more point.
Actually, he's going to go for the actual fall here.
Trying to get that extra point, the sixth one.
He's definitely going to get the technical fall here.
And he gets the technical fall, runs up 5 more points, and that will be 44.
Actually, not yet. Not yet. Sorry about that. I jumped the gun. 17-4 here coming into the third period. He needs 2 more. So I'd like to welcome Brian Ortenzio. Good to see you, my friend. How are you?
Good to see you, George.
I just wonder how the genes in the Ortenzio family has you looking younger and better, both your dad and you, every time I see you.
I know, man. Well, the last time I saw you and we were chatting here, I didn't have any kids, but I have 2 now, and they're keeping me young because I have no choice. I have 2 girls, so.
Well, you got to stay young to fend off all the suitors.
I have to stay in good shape.
Man, Lawler ever had this tied up here. There it is. At 6 points for Lawler now, makes it 45-6. We'll take a break. We'll come back with our next match right after this on High School Sports Live TV.
Select Physical Therapy, a leading provider of physical therapy and sports medicine throughout central Pennsylvania. Whether recovery from an injury or setting a peak performance goal, our highly certified therapists and athletic trainers will help get you there. Visit selectphysicaltherapy.com to schedule an appointment or complimentary consultation. We wish all athletes, coaches, and teams a great season.
Our next match brought to you by Capital Blue Cross, and this is at 152. And we've got 2 guys up. Nicky Negron for Bishop McDevitt. Negron with a 6-4 record here on the season, a freshman. On the other side, we have another karate, Adrian Karate, 1-6 on the season. He's a junior. And these 2 matched up here on the mat right now at 152. We got Brian Ortenzio in here as a guest announcer. Brian?
Nicky wasting no time with that shot right off the whistle. Now he's working a figure 4 leg lace.
That one hurts. How about Brian?
Doesn't feel good, especially if you know how to arch your back effectively.
Every time I see somebody twist him in that arch movement, I think of Penn State. The
bow and arrow.
Bow and arrow.
Yep. Unfortunately, you can't do that in high school.
No, you can't.
It's an illegal move.
They might crack you in half.
Although Nicky does know how to do it. You know, in the room, we have a lot of college level guys. Coaching staff is young, and we have the young guys getting after it. A lot of these guys are wrestling at a college level. Nicky's a freshman, but he's already pushing the pace here early in the season.
And that's really indicative of what we've seen today. I mean, the higher level of wrestling, the stuff you're able to do in the room, the level of competition you face in Power A, Cumberland Valley, and you obviously have a higher level of expectation. I remember in high school you could be as good as you thought you were, but until you wrestle the college level and higher level kids, you don't learn those techniques and how to finish in those same kind of ways.
That's right, George. And credit to Middletown, too. They're in all of the matches, especially with McDevitt's.
And we'll take a break. Another point, 6 points on the board. We come right back after this with the 160 match here on High School Sports Live TV.
More choices. More laughter. More time to play. And less need to worry. At Capital Blue Cross, we're driven by a simple goal: to go the extra mile for you through all of life's ups and downs, and to always be there when you need us. Capital Blue Cross, going the extra mile for you.
And welcome back to our 160 match here, brought to you by Jack Giambalvo Family of Dealerships. And who do we have here, George?
We've got Chris Pizzeri for McDevitt and
Caden
Smith for Middletown. And again, we better talk quick because I don't know how much time we'll have between this and the pin. And Brian, if we could just revisit. First of all, I want to thank Select Medical for being a sponsor and keeping wrestling on the air. If it wasn't for sponsors that have an understanding and support of wrestling, we would never be able to air what we believe is some of the best wrestling that happens around the country right here in Central Pennsylvania. And you've got obviously a part of that history, but knowing a little bit inside of McDevitt's room, we were talking about the high level of coaching, the ability to raise the level, and giving McDevitt credit for really figuring out a way to get to the next level.
Well, and credit to Middletown too, right? And thank you for that recognition, by the way. And we're excited to see the rest of the docket here for the rest of the season. But Middletown is the score may not be indicative of it, but a lot of these pins and a lot of these bonus point victories are extending longer into the match. Middletown's kids came to defend their home gym today, and they're doing a really tough job fighting, as I say that.
we hear the Matt smack quickly.
Well,
So
Splazzeri with the pin. That makes it 57-6. We'll take a break. We'll come right back for our next match here on High School Sports Live TV.
The Jack Giambalvo family of dealerships. We have millions of dollars in new and pre-owned inventory across 8 brands in 5 locations. Buick GMC, Hyundai, Mazda, Stettler Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram, and Giambalvo Hyundai of Hanover. And we want to thank the local community for voting us the 2023 official Community's Choice Award Best of York and Hanover winner in 5 different categories. Come out today and find out why your friends and neighbors voted Giambalvo #1. The Jack Giambalvo family of dealerships. 5 great locations. Online at giambalvo.com.
And next up, we have Adrian Richardson and AT&T, the sponsor of this match, who is a sophomore going up for Bishop McDevitt. And across from him will be Logan Benner, who is wrestling for Middletown here. He's 2-2 on the season. He is a junior.
And this is Richardson's first match?
Yeah, he's a newcomer this year,
right.
And I believe this is his debut for the Crusaders.
This is the 172 match.
We were also talking earlier, both of these teams are stacked with young talent. So, I mean, I'm talking about freshman, sophomore, a couple of freshmen versus freshmen, sophomore versus sophomore. So speak about that and building the programs and what you're seeing from both teams.
Well, when you have a young team, and McDevitt had a team like this a few years ago, you can expect improvement, vast improvement year over year. A lot of the matches that the McDevitt freshmen have taken this year and underclassmen have been to state-level guys. And I can't speak to Middletown, but you're looking at their roster. If they have a group of young wrestlers as well, I would expect this matchup next year to be even more competitive because both teams will have improved with that experience.
Absolutely.
Brian, we only saw one senior wrestling for both these teams tonight, so it really speaks well of the youth movement here. We were talking about that earlier this evening.
That is outstanding, and McDevitt, I know, has their entire team back. They do not field one senior athlete.
That's impressive. And you lost a lot last year, but it looks like you're just reloading with a good youth program.
That's a testament to the junior high and to the youth. And as I look over at Middletown's bench, it appears they have the numbers as well.
Middletown pushing this match very well.
Up, there we go. First fall from Middletown.
So Middletown with 6 points on the board makes it 57-12 now. We'll take a quick break. We'll come back for our final match right after this on High School Sports Live TV.
Do you want to answer that?
Nah, I'd never with a kid in the car.
It's okay. I'm not here. I'm there.
(57-12) the score here in this match, brought to you by Hoffman Ford and the 189 weight bracket. And who do we have in this one, George?
It looks like we've got from Middletown, Edward Serrano.
A junior with a 3-8 record, 2-21 last year.
And I am not sure we've identified the McDevitt wrestler at this point. So, and it looks like we won't have time to do so.
There you go.
looks like the final score is going to end up 63-12. Bishop McDevitt Crusaders in a clear victory tonight in Middletown's gym.
Well, thanks so much to Brian Ortenzio for stopping by, and George Hartwick and I will be right back. Coming up is the Capital Blue Cross post-match report, where we will feature the select medical move of the match, as well as the Hoffman Ford wrestler of the match right after this.
Thank you, Brian.
Thank you guys for having me.
Select Physical Therapy, a leading provider of physical therapy and sports medicine throughout central Pennsylvania. Whether recovery from an injury or setting a peak performance goal, our highly certified therapists and athletic trainers will help get you there. Visit selectphysicaltherapy.com to schedule an appointment or complimentary consultation. We wish all athletes, coaches, and teams a great season.
The Jack Giambalvo family of dealerships. We have millions of dollars in new and pre-owned inventory across 8 brands in 5 locations. Buick GMC, Hyundai, Mazda, Stettler Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram, and Giambalvo Hyundai of Hanover. And we want to thank the local community for voting us the 2023 Official Community's Choice Award Best of York and Hanover winner in 5 different categories. Come out today and find out why your friends and neighbors voted Giambalvo #1. The Jack Giambalvo family of dealerships. 5 great locations. Online at giambalvo.com.
All across Pennsylvania, families are living their lives in their own homes. Not long ago, none of these families believed it possible. And then they discovered there was someone who could help. What was once only a dream is now a reality. Welcome home.
Lock it up at Hoffman Ford. Only Hoffman Ford offers 2 years maintenance included with any new 2023 Ford car, truck, or SUV order. Plus, lock in Ford's lowest APR rate today. Get 2 years maintenance included exclusively at Hoffman Ford. Why would you order from anywhere else? Who has your best deal on a new Ford?
Hoffman has it.
Hoffman Ford, just what you're looking for. Hoffman has it.
More choices. More laughter. More time to play. And less need to worry. At Capital Blue Cross, we're driven by a simple goal: to go the extra mile for you through all of life's ups and downs, and to always be there when you need us. Capital Blue Cross, going the extra mile for you.
In the dynamic world of construction, Groff Tractor and Equipment stands as your trusted John Deere and working dealer. With our extensive range of construction sales and rentals, we provide the equipment you need to tackle any project. But our commitment doesn't stop there. Our comprehensive parts and service departments are there to make sure your equipment is operating at its best, minimizing downtime and maximizing productivity. Our dedicated technicians ensure your equipment operates at peak performance. Our technician internship opportunities provide a pathway to a successful career. Learn from skilled professionals and grow with us. Trust, reliability, and exceptional service. That's Groff Tractor and Equipment. Stop by, give us a call, or visit our website today for more information. Groff Tractor and Equipment, your #1 source for everything under construction.
And welcome back to our Capital Blue Cross post-match report. Gary Sutton, George Hartwick with you. Brian Ortenzio here tonight as well, and great to have him on board. We go right away to our Jack Giambalvo move of the match, and George, this was a pretty good one.
Yep, obviously right off the whistle, there was an attempt, inside move, a clear Peterson taking the wrist, reaching back and grabbing the inside of the leg. Peterson, quick 2 points for those of you studying at home. If applied right, that's something that could earn you 2 every time.
And there you see it. Great move, lots of action on that. Part of this crushing win here tonight by McDevitt, although again, hats off to this Middletown team for filling all the ranks. Lots of excitement here. You see a lot of people out here wrestling, a lot of fun, and nothing but good stuff coming up in the future for this Middletown program.
I mean, look, I was really impressed by the numbers. I was impressed by the way that Middletown came out here to compete. You heard from Brian Ortenzio. I mean, there's a high level of expectations in Bishop McDevitt's room. I mean, they've got college level wrestlers. But I think I left tonight with the numbers in Middletown, with the enthusiasm and the young core, that Middletown wrestling is back on the map. They're obviously feeding wrestlers through a youth program and building a program here. So for those Middletown fans who may be discouraged tonight from the outcome of the match, I think the future may be brighter for Middletown wrestling.
Lots of youth here. You watch the junior high program when I come in tonight, man, just enthusiasm everywhere you look around this place. Fun to watch, and Seth Decker can be very happy what he's building here. And, of course, Coach Nauman on the other side, who used to be here, doing a great job at McDevitt right now. We take a look at our Hoffman Ford wrestler of the match. This guy's having a heck of a season so far. He is Camden Baum. He is a sophomore, and he's 12-1. And here's one of the reasons why. Watch this guy in action.
So obviously Camden now with an impressive finish in Powerade at third, beating the #1 ranked wrestler in the state, only suffering one defeat. This is an individual that's now earned the #1 spot in the state. Went up against an undefeated wrestler tonight and really put him away without any mistakes, and I think reestablished himself as one of the best wrestlers in the Commonwealth.
Well, George, it's always good to hook up with you, my friend.
Always good to see you, Gary, as well.
And great to learn, because I always learn something new when I get done by the end of the evening, and George Hartwick, the best of the business. Our next wrestling match is Central Dauphin at Cumberland Valley on January 26th. That'll be at 7 o'clock. Central Dauphin at Cumberland Valley. And speaking of Cumberland Valley, that's where we will be on Friday night with basketball. I'll be with Kirk Smallwood and Jeff Thompson. #1 and #2 in the district. How about this, George? Central Dauphin and Cumberland Valley. Cumberland Valley at #1 in the district. Central Dauphin at #2. Should be a great matchup over there in boys basketball on Friday night, 7:35. We're looking forward to that.
As a Dauphin County Commissioner, go CD.
Well, thank you so much for joining us tonight. Again, your final score here tonight, 59-12. McDevitt moves on as we start our wrestling season here on High School Sports Live TV. For all of our people here on Invicta tonight, Josh Edwards, Chad Edwards, and the whole crew, we thank you for joining us here this evening, and thanks to all these great athletes out here working hard in wrestling right here in the Mid-Penn area. I'm Gary Sutton. Again, 59-12, your final score. Have a great evening, everyone.